This is a live look at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the NC State Wolfpack. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Wolfpack head coach told me before the game, he talked to me about the importance of this young running back. Just a freshman, he has continued to showcase his talent. They gave him an opportunity early in the season, and they have been rewarded. He continues to shine and be very productive at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to keep you posted on how he plays here in the first quarter. They're feeding him early and often. He's in the script. Can he keep the momentum going? We'll find out. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lyle. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Hits inside. It's Pringle. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Do they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying him, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Hand off for Brown. Stop right there.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. He makes a catch. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Max got it on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Hurricanes line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Time to get started. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Goss. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Wilson will throw. Right side, it's Goss. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Needs it here on 4th down. Intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 10, and he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Miami! That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Wilson to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And they come right back to their trigger man. That they believe in him. But last play out was a disaster, right? He throws a pick 6. You know, everything looked bad. That was the first possession of the football game. Right back to him, getting the ball in his hands. He makes the completion, and they're going to need a lot more of that throughout this football game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. The screen, and watch out. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Fresh setter downs going to the air. In traffic, it's Jennings.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Looking for room. It's Gauze. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Fresh set of downs going up top. Extending the play. Out wide left, it's Jennings. Touchdown! Wolfpack! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That's a really nice job by this defense, maintaining outside leverage and knocking him down behind the line.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense, scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football and creating a negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. A give to Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. They're all over it. Good job just to get rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side, it's Vaughn. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The Canes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Offense working from the pistol. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Defense has to stay out of that neutral zone. It's 2nd and 5. Wilson will throw. On the move. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Changing the routes with his receivers. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the draw, it's Pringle. Nice move there. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the second level. Beautiful execution.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. In the backfield, he'll lose 3 on the play.
Defense is about firing off. hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. In the red area, it's Pringle. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Timeout called by NC State. That's their 2nd. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Dead center perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, running back on the move.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Bring it on. Go. Making the adjustment. Wilson to pass. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, attacker. Wolfpack uses its final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Escapes the pressure going right. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. That one just came off his hand badly. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Setting up the screen. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's going to take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin our wraparound with Clemson taking on the number 25 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's Clemson with a complete demolition of the defense. They went over 70 points today. Safe to say the offensive coordinator could be in line for some head coaching jobs after a showing like this. And talk about a great start to the season. This team is now 6-0 with big aspirations. Here are now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll ride him again. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This line.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Plowing ahead on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Might as well give it to him again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Motion from the back. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Wilson will throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Snapped on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Drops back on first down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Rid of it on the RPO. Turning it on. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Maybe some room here. He's at the touchdown Hurricanes. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Turns it upfield. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. NC State going up tempo. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5 at 2nd and long. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Lets it fly. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Got to make the play on 4th. Going over the top. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Wilson to pass. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got him quickly.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. He wants to throw it. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Looking for the marker. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. Wants to throw on first. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play, but now, time for the fourth quarter. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wilson will throw. Still looking. He'll throw it. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Gonna run it. It's Pringle. There he goes. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They'll ride the hot hand. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Lets it develop. It's Pringle. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. On the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Makes the catch. It's Jennings.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Left side, it's Jennings. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. He's changing the play. Wilson to pass. Got the back over the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. NC State quick to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
And almost another interception for this defense. They've been picking him off like crazy. They've shut down this passing attack, creating so many big plays. This defense is dialed in, locked in, and really creating havoc for this offense.
2nd down to the air. Throws to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Looking to throw again. Finds his back in the middle. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. Needs it here on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. That's the kind of play that can really get you going, as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, a lot of bad things happening on that play if you're on offense, because 1, you lost yards, but 2, you ran out of bounds. You've got the lead. You want to bleed this clock. It's one thing to lose yards, but stay in bounds. Just go down.
1 more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just feeds the running back. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. Hand off for Brown. Enough to move the chains. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Sees some running room. Oh, he's got some space. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Running to the left. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Down he goes.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, it's Pringle. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. And the Hurricanes will hustle to the line. Looking for space. It's Pringle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.